physical sickness as a test case for the rationale underlying the criticism that Christianity is a crutch for the weak. While the evidence we have from first-person experience is enough to know that there are objective moral values that stand above us and condemn us for our wrong choices, the testimony of God Himself confirms that we are in fact weak. Not only that, but the moral philosophy that I covered earlier, which happens to be that of the Bible, demonstrates our spiritual and moral weakness. That weakness is not an imaginary creation of priests dressed in robes and foisted upon humanity. It is a real fact. It is thus instructive to observe how we treat weakness in the physical world, and to take the unbeliever's criticism that Christianity is a crutch for the weak, and see how it would apply to physical ailments. If someone were dying from a disease for which there was an easily administered cure, it would be foolish and harmful to deny the reality of the terminal disease and refuse the cure on the grounds that accepting the cure would be to acknowledge that one was weak and dying. If someone were missing his leg and were able to get around only by a crutch, it would be foolish to refuse to use the crutch on the grounds that using the crutch would require admitting that one was crippled. If anyone is to be ridiculed or condemned, it is the sick person refusing the cure or the cripple forgoing the crutch. The person deserving criticism is the sick person or the cripple who gets no help at all when it is available. That is what the unbeliever is doing with his spiritual weakness. He refuses to acknowledge his weakness and a disease, and so refuses to accept a cure. Instead, he boasts about how strong he is, as he lays there spiritually sick and dying. He is in fact worse than spiritually sick and dying. He is spiritually dead, even while he boasts of his strength. But he will not grab hold of the spiritual life that is offered to him.
Thank you for listening. Credible Faith is a global missions-minded apologetics ministry with content available in 7 different languages across 7 websites: German, Russian, Italian, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and English. If you would like to support the global apologetics work of Credible Faith, go to crediblefaith.org and click on the donate icon. If you would like me to give an apologetics workshop or participate in a debate at your university, or if you would like me to give a Great Commission missions conference or apologetics conference at your church, get in touch with me through the Contact Us section of the Credible Faith website. You can also submit a request through the website to get Credible Faith's monthly email. If you are a native speaker of Russian, German, Italian, French, Spanish, or Portuguese, and if you notice that an essay from the English website is not available on the Credible Faith website for your language, feel free to get in touch with me about translating the essay, and I would read through your translated material for quality control and the desire to see content from the essay made available in your language. Thank you for listening, and have a great night.